Hey there, planners and zoning committees. So I'm up near the second gate on the north edge. So you can see all the brush way down there. So going towards the east, we cleared out the frontage, but we left all the sticks. So I got to drag all that shit out. It's about 10:30. I've made a command decision to dial back my effort from Mach 3 to like maybe high cruise. So I'm not going to do much more today. I'll give you a quick idea what I did today. So got to get that brush out. Over here going towards the west, we stopped limbing that tree because, as you can see, they're quite huge, and we were only using pole saws. So I got to get the chainsaw in there and knock the rest of that shit down, and then of course drag this brush out and all this wood. So yeah, there's a, whoops, zoom the other way. So what is that, 1 times? Oops, that's 4 times. I don't know how to work this fucking thing. 100 times. Stupid Dan tricks. Okay, that's that. Maybe that's 1 time. Yeah, that's 1 time. So anyway, duh. That's not a ton of work, but it's work. It's shady up here, nice and cool, but I'm not gonna kill myself anymore as things have progressed quite well. So, but it's good I got the chipper, what out for spider webs. Good I got the chipper delayed again, because now I can get all that shit out and chip everything. So here's the northwest sector. The next command decision, now that shit's getting real, is where am I actually going to put Marvin for the next year, because I got to run sewer, I got to run power, and I got to run water. So the well is gonna be, get you guys oriented. Now I'm over at the west edge. This is 30 feet back, so I have no clearance problems. I might try to leave a road behind the buildings so that I can get behind the buildings with a vehicle if I ever have to. So maybe the start line is 10 feet from these trees, which are about 30 feet from the perimeter, so 40 feet in. Maybe it's where I start all the buildings. So that's the view. This was always intended to be where Marvin parks, but for now that's a long sewer run. If I have a guy take the mobile home down, which I'm leaning towards if it's not too expensive because it's a ton of work, I don't want to run sewer under or around or near the mobile home in case he fucks it up in his demolition work. So a trench would run, so if I put just the car garages up here, like the MGs and toys and trailers, this is no power up here. So the next thing would be a 3-car garage or a 2-car garage here, and that would have power and probably water, but I would put it in the south corner. So somewhere here would be power and sewer. So I'd start trenching from here, and the good thing is I can go diagonally straight down to the, just to the, edge of the mobile home, a little bit to the right of it, cut 45 to the left and tie into the septic, and that keeps that stuff as safe as possible. The same trench, or maybe a part of the trench, maybe the sewer runs this way, and this right here becomes Marvin's spot. And then I could put the power hookup, the water hookup, and the sewer hookup all, if Marvin parks in backwards, that would be all on the left side. So then I have a direct run for sewer. I'll trench it, rent a trencher, because I can do it with a backhoe, but trenching will be really fast, maybe a day. I'll trench all the way down to that area, and then I trench straight all the way past the big ass tree into power. So one trench here, one trench there. All the trenches have power, sewer, and water. And that's the most efficient way to get power to Marvin for the short term. This is the other consideration, is where's the sun all day, because it's gonna be hot and I want to have Marvin in the shade. So maybe I do put Marvin back, like I could back up right to the tree line and put the Marvin pad here. I may take out 2 more trees, those 2 right in front of me, and that gives Marvin a nice big back in spot, and I could put Marvin here, and he is going to be under shade all day, which is nice for the Florida hot sun. Plus Marvin's front door would then be looking down that way. Okay, maybe that's the plan. All right, so today, again, this video is going to be a little long. I could cut it off and start it again, but what the fuck. I'll just let you guys walk around the property one more time with me. So I did work today. I didn't just screw off. I got back here in the southeast quadrant again with Little John and my chainsaw, and I did some debris clearing, poling, limbing, brush piling, because there was still some brush in here. So this is now 99.9% done. So I got this area all cleared out. There's a few sticks, but when I get the Big John fixed, I'll level all this and blade it, fill in the trench. All that can be done later. I also need some sort of an idea about a rake, you know, to tow behind the tractor, but that's also not super urgent. As I came down here to do my poling and wood collecting, I decided, oh shit, the grass is high. So Little John mowed this piece of grass again. It was quite high. You can see the clumps and clumps and clumps of grass. So that was a good effort. Didn't get in everywhere, but again, once I get the chippy chipper done, I'll do another mow job and we're all good. Again, today, didn't get the GUFU to get this big stuff, but I'll work away at that over the coming week with the hopes of getting all the limbing and all the logs out by next Friday when the chippy chipper is supposed to be done. I went in here and cleared this out again to make sure it's super ready for the Sewanee Power guy to come and have a look. And the last thing I did is it struck me I should think about where I'm parking shit. You can see I temporarily, or today I parked the Jeep in here where that trailer was. I want to park in the shade, so maybe that's going to become my Jeep spot for now. This is the driveway. This trailer needs to go somewhere else, but maybe whatever. I'm getting there. So I had this out here since we got out to the property. This is a garage floor mat, and the Jeep brakes, the front brakes, have started grinding again. So I've got pads on order and they're coming today. So I need to do another quick brake job on the Jeep. So I rearranged my little work area and talk about the definition of shade tree mechanic. I figure with the floor mat, now I don't have to be working in the dirt when I'm doing maintenance. I don't think I'll be able to get the Big John over here to work on him here, but that's a goal. That's a lofty goal, to try and get the John Deere over here to work on him, because it'll be shady all day and I have plenty of room to work around him. I changed these pads in February, and the 2 things that can make the pads go bad real fast is scored up and bad rotors. I didn't change the rotors, and the other thing is what they call the caliper pins, because the disc puck rides on a pin, and if the pin seizes, then one brake pad will wear itself out like really fast. But I got new pins coming. The rotors are, I don't know, I'll see how they look. I'm not going to spend, I think they're like 60 bucks each, so that's 120 bucks I don't want to spend right now. It's probably cheaper just to throw a $30 set of pads on it one more time, assess them this time, and do them next time if they wear out again. But I think it's probably the pins. Didn't do any more work on the log pile, but if I jack the John Deere up and put the bucket on the trailer, or a trailer, I should be able to tow and then tie it. I should be able to tow the John Deere backwards and drag him around to where I want him. But the front bucket will drag. But then I saw that the front bucket comes off with one pin here, which has got a cotter pin, and one pin here, which has got a big nut. If I take those two pins, I can, oh, and then I gotta take the 4 hydraulic lines off. If I do that, then I can drag the John Deere away from the bucket and leave the bucket here until I'm back under power and put it back on. It's also good because it'll give me better access to the engine, because all the cowling, all the panels, everything's coming off. Gonna paint all the buckets and backhoes black and clean Big John up while I'm at it. So we'll see how that goes. We'll try that maybe Monday or Tuesday, because I gotta still work the chippy. Anyway, that's the slowdown and update from Live Oak for today. It's about 10:45. Probably makes no sense to start any new jobs today, so I'm probably going to bag it. I'm going to go up to Lowe's. My gas can, oh, I might do these little jobs. This is the new gear head for the pole saw, so I'll take that apart. It's only a couple screws, and my little 2-gallon thingamajiggy broke, so I got to get a 2-gallon jug. And oh, sorry, this video is way too long, but one more thing I've decided to do is suddenly mailbox. So I bought a mailbox post and I bought a mailbox, and I'll install that this week because there's no way for people to find me without a number on the street, so I'm going to put my number on the street. Anywho, that was way too long. 12 minutes of your life wasted. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll talk to you on the Zoom call tonight. See ya.